Netflix is packed this month, 9 anime titles, massive returning favorites, a theatrical debut from a legendary director, and a second part nobody expected this soon. Check out every anime hitting Netflix in the month of June. Shout out to the channel members you can see on screen right now. Let's get into it. First on the list is the return of a class that literally has one job: kill their teacher, or he will wipe out all of humanity. Season 2 of Assassination Classroom picks up right where we left off. Class 3E is back from summer break, still on the mission to kill Koro-sensei before graduation, and time is running out. But now, they have a brand new problem. The school's own principal, Gakuho Asano, has decided he will not let that group of failures win. And on top of that, tension inside the classroom explodes when students start fighting each other over the reward money. This is the most emotional season of the entire series, and the one that is going to break your heart the hardest, so get ready for it. The anime arrives starting June 1st in the original Japanese and with its respective dubs, completing both existing seasons of the show available so far. You already know that on Netflix, the classic One Piece anime gets added in batches, and June is absolutely no different. We are finally catching up with Luffy's full story as he searches for the One Piece alongside his entire crew. On June 1st, episodes 850 through 877 arrive, covering part 6 of the whole Cake Island arc, bringing us close to the end of what is honestly one of the longest arcs in the whole anime. The climax of this arc kicks off right here. Big Mom goes off in one of her most terrifying episodes ever, and Luffy has to get the whole crew out of there alive, all at the exact same time, with Big Mom standing in the way. And the great news is that after June, practically all of Whole Cake Island will be on Netflix. Wano is the only arc still missing. We are almost there, and hopefully it will not take much longer before we are completely caught up. This batch of 28 episodes drops worldwide starting June 1st, with dubs available in both Spanish and English. Now we move on to Shangri-La Frontier. For all the gamers who fell in love with Season 1, the wait is finally over. Shangri-La Frontier Season 2 arrives on June 1st with 25 complete episodes ready to watch. We waited just over a month to finally get our hands on Season 2. If you love the finale of Season 1, you are going to absolutely love this second part of the anime. Personally, I have really enjoyed it. And you can clearly see a lot more development in the main character throughout. If you don't know it yet, the premise is simple but brutal at the same time. A veteran gamer who only plays the most terrible games with broken, impossible mechanics decides to jump into the world's most popular MMORPG, known as Shangri-La. We will watch Sanraku go all out while uncovering brand new mysteries along the way. Season 2 also arrives starting June 1st with its respective dubs, brought over directly from Crunchyroll. Finally, as so many of you asked in the comments of the last video about My Hero Academia Season 6, Season 7 got added while literally skipping number 6. Yep, we were all left pretty confused by that one. But now Netflix is finally answering all of our questions and bringing the season we needed. This right here is the darkest arc in the entire series. It is split into 2 arcs that are completely different in tone. First comes the Paranormal Liberation War, the biggest conflict this universe has ever seen, heroes and villains in an all-out war where absolutely no one is safe. Losses, betrayals, sacrifices, pure chaos, in the absolute best possible way. Then comes the Dark Hero arc, and this is where Deku becomes someone you never ever expected to see from him, a completely different character. The anime finally arrives June 1st on the platform as well. It comes subtitled, and we are waiting on dub confirmation, though you can already see some indication of it right there on Netflix. Now we move on to a somewhat different anime, and the most unknown title on this entire list. Milky Subway, The Galactic Limited Express is a 3D animated series that had its original debut previously, with a very particular style that doesn't quite fit any specific format. It honestly feels like a fully experimental production in both design and style. On June 1st, we get this animated adaptation, but not as a series. Netflix is releasing the recut theatrical version in a shorter format, basically edited together as a complete film. The premise is so Japanese it hurts, in the best way. It's a blend of isekai, a galactic train, passengers from other worlds, and episodic adventures packed with extraordinary visual imagination. If you are into unconventional animation, poetic sci-fi, and anime that simply does not fit into any single box, this one is made for you. The anime arrives on June 1st with its respective dubs included. There is one June release that deserves your full stop and complete attention. On June 6th, Mamoru Hosoda's film Scarlett arrives on Netflix, at least in the United States. Who is Hosoda? The director of Wolf Children, Summer Wars, Mirai, and Belle. One of the most important storytellers in theatrical anime across the past 2 decades. Someone who, every single time he releases a film, the entire industry stops to listen. Scarlett is a time-crossing fantasy adventure full of action, emotion, and Hosoda's one-of-a-kind ability to show you family love from angles that other directors don't even see. This film focuses on how Scarlett is betrayed and exiled from her very own kingdom, and how she returns years later to reclaim everything that is rightfully hers. It has already been nominated and celebrated at festivals like Annecy, and was released in North American theaters earlier this year by Sony Pictures Classics. For those of you in Latin America, Scarlett has already been available on Netflix across several territories in the region since May 17th. Go check your own Netflix right now to see if it's available in your country, and let me know your country down in the comments below. The rest of the regions get access starting June 6th, so do not wait any longer and go watch it right now. The Baki fighting anime is back, and faster than any of us expected it to be. After finishing up part 1 of the anime, Netflix has officially confirmed that Baki Dou returns in June with its second part. Unfortunately, we still do not have the exact date confirmed as of this video going up. As soon as it gets confirmed, I will let you all know in the upcoming videos on the channel. For those who have not seen part 1 yet, Baki Dou launched February 26th exclusively on Netflix, with 13 episodes introducing the legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi, brought back through cloning, to face the greatest underground fighters in the entire world. And Musashi is not here to play around, this guy comes to kill, literally. Part 2 continues that same arc, Pickle, Motobe, Hanayama, and finally Baki himself all enter the picture. The fights escalate in pure brutality, and the overall tone gets almost like a horror story. If you know the franchise at all, you already know that Baki Dou is one of the darkest arcs in Itagaki's manga. For now, these are all the titles we will be watching on Netflix throughout the month of June. Continuing weekly are Akane Banashi and Kill Blue, both dropping with their respective dubs each week on the platform. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and I'll leave you with some anime titles that might interest you. See you in the next one.